Hey guys, today I'm working with a Kenmore HE washer and it is in like new condition, and I'm going through getting ready to set it up so it can run through its final test load. I always do a video of the final test load, which is load number 4. That way you can see as if you're standing here yourself checking it out that everything works on it. I'm going to show you a couple things though before I get started, because this has a lid lock mechanism that can't be tricked or overridden with magnets or anything like that, which is what I do with some of the other units, so you can actually see what's going on. So when it's actually running, we'll just have to kind of listen to it, but what you'll be able to hear is you'll be able to hear the water sloshing around. You'll be able to hear that plate moving, agitating like it's supposed to. If you didn't hear those things, you'd know maybe that weren't working like it's supposed to, but it's a very distinct slosh, slosh, slosh sound as that is moving around with the plenty of water noise, and I'll kind of describe that as we get into it. But here you've got a spot for your bleach. You've got the model number here. You pop this out, and it's where you can put your detergents, fabric softener, all that good stuff, and you can pop this whole thing out to clean it. Yeah, let's see, we close that up. So a couple of things on here. If you go normal, you just kind of set it and forget it here. You can adjust this stuff here if you want, but that's kind of what these other settings do. As you flip through these, it kind of auto adjusts these settings here. And what I noticed is I always prefer the deep fill setting. And in order to do that on this one, you go heavy duty. And basically what that's gonna do is it's going to max out your spin speed. It's going to allow you to do that deep fill option, which just gets you more water. And I just kind of prefer more water, although I have kids and my clothes get kind of dirty and their clothes absolutely get dirty. So, you know, you wouldn't necessarily need that. It does an excellent job on just a standard setting. However, if you have kids, you do construction, that kind of thing, probably want to go with a heavy duty deep fill. And if you're really concerned about it, or if you use fabric softener, hit that 2 rinses there. You can also hit the fabric softener button, but an extra rinse, in my opinion, is needed if you're doing fabric softener. I personally don't use it, don't recommend it, but to each their own. So I'm gonna set this heavy duty, deep fill. We're just gonna do 1 rinse on this. Soil level is normal. So what this soil level, what this here entails is how long it's going to agitate those clothes. That plate I showed you, how long is it gonna agitate those clothes? So this gives you kind of an estimate, but what it will do is it senses how heavy the load is. It can adjust this time. So it could sit there on 59 minutes for 10 whole minutes if it deems that you've got a really heavy, dirty load in there. I've seen it do that before. So, but we're just gonna set it to normal, everything down, except the spin speed. I'll kick that up on high, fast as it'll go, because when it gets to that cycle, and I can show you here, you'll be able to hear how fast it's spinning. And I'm gonna show you that it's nice, smooth. I'm gonna show you how big the load is. I'm gonna put a massive load in here and you'll be able to see everything sounds great, nice smooth operation, all of that. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and fill it up and we'll be right back. Okay, I've got those jeans, towels, jackets, shirts, all that, kind of your normal setup of clothes. And that looks like almost like a medium-sized load, but it's not. It's actually a full basket of clothing. So this thing's just a huge capacity. Now, as you put these clothes in here, you can't just dump the basket in. You have to pretend like there's still a post here in the middle, and you layer them evenly around the outsides. That's how you get the most efficient wash and allow this thing to stay balanced and do its job correctly. So tip number 1, don't just dump the basket in there. Okay, so there we go here. Now we're set up here. So we're gonna hold to start, and it's gonna start to do its thing. So I'm gonna allow it to fill all the way up with water, and I'm gonna come back and let you listen to it agitating. Like I said, unfortunately, I can't bypass the lid lock on this one to show you what's going on. Then you'll get to hear it drain the water out, and then the final spin cycle, nice, fast, and smooth. So I'm gonna let it go ahead and get through this a little bit and get the water all the way filled up. Okay, so right now what it's doing, you can hear it adding the water. First it shoots the water through the soap holder and gets all that down where it's supposed to be. Then it goes through this filling process, and what it'll do is it will fill, stop, agitate just like it is right now, and then continue to add more water. And it can do this 5-6 times until it determines, with the deep water fill on, that it's got enough water to just about submerge those clothes completely, and then it works its way through. You can see it added a little bit more time right there because it knows this is heavier load, it's gonna need a little bit more water, and this filling process is gonna take a little bit longer. Just thought I'd show that off real quick. Okay, so it has stopped filling up with water, and it did do it about 5, maybe 6 times steadily on the wash cycle now. You can hear one thing that's really nice about this. It's nice and quiet. As you can hear, it's got a strong agitation. Good to go there. So we'll come back, I'll show you that it drains the water out, and then we should be on to the final spin cycle. Okay, we're moving out of the rinse cycle now into the final spin. You're draining that water out nice and fast. So now it's going to go into a series of cycling the spin cycle on and off about 3 times, speeding up as it goes, as the water gets extracted. And it's a part of the HE designation for it to spin super fast, get max extraction of water out of those clothes, cut your drying time in half. So it's a really good deal. And I'll come back probably about the 7-minute mark or so when it's spinning at its fastest and show you how it sounds and how it looks and all that. All right, it is speeding up now. You can hear it. Faster and faster, it kicks the drain on and off. And of course I set it on its highest spin speed. And it keeps kicking the drain on and off as it continues to extract the water out of those clothes. But it is spinning very, very fast, which is great because those clothes will come out nice and light and dry very quickly. So I'm going to let this go ahead and finish up. We'll go ahead and get this listed up for sale. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. However, all the details and information will be in the listing description. And I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. Thanks, and y'all have a great day.